First question. How annoyed are you of all that noch ein Bier stuff?
Depends on how you see it. I really love the beer culture here in Germany. You know, could be this, could be anything else. Not necessarily from the big breweries, though.
Okay.
There is so much good beer in small cities. You go sleep in some kind of hotel or guest house, and they have some beer you never heard of before, and it's good. So I would like less of it, but I wouldn't want to be without it, if you know what I mean.
Okay, that's great because you're doing this for 10 hours now today, as I heard.
Yeah, almost 12 actually.
Almost 12. So I thought this shouldn't be that standard kind of an interview.
Okay, cool.
And I prepared some questions which you have to pick. And there are as many noch ein Bier as questions in it. And whenever there's noch ein Bier, you have to take a drink.
Okay.
Not a complete one, but at least
Okay, a swag.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
You have read my mind. It's the perfect way to get me drunk towards the end of the interview.
So we start.
First one.
First one.
Let's go here.
Oh, that's a tricky one. Because this is one which is actually serious because I wrote it when I heard the new album.
Okay, cool. It's good we do it now after the noch ein Biers.
Perfect. So the 10th song on the new album, which is, I have to speak, it's the end of the war to end all wars.
Yes.
It's an epic epos, which I think,
Yeah.
and which is, from my opinion, pretty new and complex for Sabaton.
Mm-hmm.
What inspired you to do such a song?
Well, it was written pretty late into the songwriting process, and at that time, obviously, we decided very early on the theme, so we knew the Great War, and we had so many songs that I thought we need something towards the end. I had the vision of making something as a retrospect. Somebody standing there on the 11th of November, looking back at the last 4 years.
Yeah.
And that turned out to be, as you said, a bit of a different animal. It doesn't even have a normal song structure into it, you know?
Right, that's right.
It's just going anywhere it wanted, but that's... even though I didn't write the lyrics exactly at the same time as the music came, I had the idea of what kind of I wanted to say. And it was impossible to do with a regular, you know, verse, chorus, solo, bridge, and onwards. So it turned into something really different. I don't know if it's the most biggest epic thing, if it's the most hard thing we've done, or maybe it somehow reminds me of a musical sometimes. I don't know how to describe it actually. So I guess let's just call it a weird piece of music.
I really like it.
Oh, thanks.
Honestly. So, next one.
All right.
So, you have a lucky hand because this is also a serious one. You're bringing back the Hammond organ in a very unexpected song, which I thought, why would you do something like this?
Because I started to play Hammond organ. And it's
You played it yourself?
Yeah, of course. I love playing Hammond. I mean, I got into the band. I started with Sabaton as a keyboarder. That's how I got into it. And then they told me, yeah, you sing until we find a singer. Here we are 20 years later, you know. But I love it. And with that song, you know, it's like shuffle beat, punk rock meets Uriah Heep. You know.
That explains a lot what I feel. I couldn't explain it with these words, but that's what I feel when I heard this song.
Yeah, and then a Hammond organ belongs there, you know. Yeah. And so I thought, why not? I managed to squeeze one in every now and then, you know.
Perfect. So, next. Hopefully you're getting lucky now. No, it's another question. So, with Great War, you have assigned yourself to a war which is almost, or pretty exact 100 years ago now. What was the timing, was the timing your major purpose to choose this topic?
Well, yes and no. No, in the sense that we wanted to cover this maybe for 11 years. When we did the research for Art of War, and where we put the song Price of a Mile, Sun Tzu spoke of the importance of dynamic warfare and not standstills. So we want for us, that was the Western Front of the Great War, and we tried to find the perfect spot, but we couldn't because there was so much. And that's when we realized we should do something about that. However, now, going into the songwriting process, we start with the pieces of music, but we have 2 to 3 to 4, 5 ideas. Great War was one of them. And once the music turned, the first pieces of music written was a bit darker and more sinister and heavier. I think that's when we decided that, okay, let's do the Great War now, because now, you know. And then we said, yeah, we plan to record at the end of the year anyway, so let's start the recording on the 11th of November.
Perfect, so it felt right.
Yeah, it did.
Okay.
I'm gonna look up so people don't think I'm cheating here.
There's a lot of text again.
All right.
So it could be a pretty funny end now.
Yeah.
I saw the first pictures of your show in Pilsen. What can we expect for the upcoming festivals and headliner shows?
Well, it's a good hint, but it's not all of it. There is more stuff coming. Obviously, when dealing with festivals, rigging times, slots, also stage sizes, how much space is saved for production area for other bands. But let's just say I would call it medium-large, which means there is still some way to go. But it's by no means everything we got.
I remember when you were touring with Iron Maiden, you were on the same stage as Iron Maiden. Now Bruce Dickinson has a plane on the stage in the latest tour, so this will be an option for you as well?
Maybe someday I can tell you the story of the plane. Not for this interview though.
Okay, that's good.
What the fuck? I'm getting thirsty here. Where's the Nochheim beer?
I don't know. So, okay, but this is indeed, okay, I want Bismarck. Mm-hmm. Bismarck gained 1 million views in the first days on YouTube and is now at approximately 5.5 million views. The most viewed song of all time on YouTube is Despacito, with approximately 6 billion views. What does it say, in your opinion, about the music taste of mankind?
No comment. I don't know how to say that without offending 6 billion people.
Which is at least most of the world population.
Yeah, but I'm guessing there's a whole bunch of people who clicked more than once.
Yeah, hopefully.
Let's hope it's 3 guys clicking a lot. I mean, I don't mind. People like different things. It's okay. So honestly, as long as the music is made out of the love for, you know, music itself, it usually ends up being good. Maybe I don't understand how it's good, but in most cases, I mean, the songwriters I know who wrote songs just to make cash and not really liked it aren't very successful, actually. And I'm still happy. I mean, it doesn't cover all the cases, of course, but in some sense, I'm pretty happy that the whole, no matter what kind of genre, it's still working. At least somebody is loving it and loving what they're doing. That I don't have a fucking clue what they're doing and why people like it, that's a whole different idea, you know.
Okay, so I shake it a bit.
Yep. Closest one. Nochheim beer.
Nochheim beer. Okay, so we're gonna start now with the good stuff.
Aha!
I brought something for you. And I take one for me as well, because it's pretty warm in here.
Good idea, thank you. Altbier.
Altbier, yes, from Düsseldorf, the area where I used to live most of my life. And it's a small brewery, Uerige.
It's a little bit darker, right?
Yes.
Yeah. That's usually good. Hey.
Oh. So we are wasting up nuclear blast right now.
Yes. Sorry, nuclear blast. Sorry, beers of alcohol.
So, cheers.
Cheers. Are we
Nochheim
doing
beer?
all? No.
No, just a sip.
Whew. That's good. Mm-hmm. No complaints whatsoever.
Okay. Okay.
Noch ein Bier.
Okay.
Ja. Prost.
Prost.
If you keep this up, there's gonna be a Swedish naked guy in this interview.
Okay, maybe we have to cut this then out.
Here we go. Question
Okay,
for you.
question. A lot of German cities are setting up driving bans for dirty diesel cars and trucks. Would you put an electric motor in your tank to avoid these bans?
Actually, I don't know. Electric motor. Our tank doesn't drive at all, fortunately. Yeah, it drives on manpower, not horsepower, manpower.
Which is at least clean.
Yes, and we are not abusing any animals while doing it.
Well, that's a perfect
So
solution.
here you go. Carbon neutral Sabaton, working by manpower. No animals were harmed during the creation of the tank or the stage show.
And at least hopefully not during this interview.
Oh yeah, let's hope for that. No.
Okay, we're getting better.
This is, yeah.
Okay, skål.
Skål. So we're doing different language every time we do this. Okay.
Okay,
So we did cheers, prost, and skål.
skål.
Okay.
We have a few more to go.
I know how to say cheers in many languages, my friend. I'm very good at it. Noch ein Bier. Okay. Which language next up? If you
Okay.
name it, I'll see if I can get it.
French.
French. Okay. I think I got it. Santé.
Santé.
Oh, this could be dangerous. This is dangerous. No!
Well, we had a lot of questions.
Yep, we had. Okay.
So
No.
we do it in Japanese now?
Oh, what's that again? Wait. I know this.
1 hour later.
This is so bad. I'm so sorry, Japan, if anyone's watching. I know this.
It's kanpai.
Kanpai. Now I'm ashamed. I was just 20 seconds ago very cocky about being able to say cheers in so many languages, and I lose on such an obvious one. What the
But we go
Noch
with
ein
noch
Bier.
ein Bier. Sorry. Okay, Italian.
Wait. I know this one. No, you put me on a spot. It's a blank. Wait. I will get this. There's no way. You're gonna have to edit this or fast forward.
Yeah,
into-
sure.
You know that.
we will skip this, make some random SpongeBob 1 year later. insert it.
Yeah, exactly. You make it even more worse. This Benny Hill music.
One eternity later.
Italian. So. Do they use that weird?
I have no clue, honestly. I have been in Italy so many times and I lost it totally.
Is it there where they go like chin chin and stuff like that? No, I don't know.
Chin chin.
I'm gonna check this out here. Okay, full disclosure for the interview. Yes, I am checking it out because I am so embarrassed about myself right now. So. It says Eviva here.
Viva?
But I've never heard that being used, actually, if I'm honest. Salute.
Salute. Salute.
That's the one I heard, yeah.
Okay, I guess we have to get back to some questions.
Yes. Let's hope for the best. Here's
Yeah,
the
it's a question. Okay. Do you think that sorry. It's already starting. Do you think that flamethrowers on stage have a measurable impact on the climate change?
Actually, I haven't thought of it. But considering the super tankers going around the world and everything else, I would consider that negligible, you know.
Okay.
For fuck's sake, a campfire is doing more. Guess what? Noch ein Bier.
Okay, I guess Spanish is pretty similar to Italy, oder? It's also salute in Spanish.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so let's do Spanish. Salute. It's getting less.
I've lost them all now.
Another question. Some people say that Sabaton plays Bierzelt metal or Mallorca metal. What would you like to answer those people?
No, you're totally wrong. We play Bavarian Schlager metal.
Perfect.
Noch ein Bier.
Noch ein Bier. I'm getting out of languages.
Check.
Check.
Do I know it? Do I know it? Do I know it? Nazdravi.
Nastarabi.
I had to do one when I was pretty much sure. Oh, what? Okay, yeah, this is
Okay.
excessive drinking. Okay, let's do this.
So we go to Poland, which is
Nastrovie.
Nastrovie.
Oh, there's two actually.
Hey. You put
Noch ein Bier.
noch ein Bier.
This one is almost out now.
Yeah, seems like.
Yeah. Yeah, broken.
No worries there more.
Okay, good. There's two. Question.
Question. As long as Sabaton exists, and especially on the latest album, you were always singing about different wars in history. Wouldn't it be an idea to produce the 10th album as a concept album about the war against the climate change?
Oh, here's the thing though. Sorry, beer drinking, almost burping. Not my meaning. It's going past
I feel the same.
Yeah. No, I don't think, because these days I feel pretty strongly about this. There are so many artists, actors, politicians, and whatever, telling people what to eat, what to drink, what to drive, what to vote for, what to believe in. And in certain positions that might be okay. Of course, a politician has to tell people, get them to vote for them. So that's understandable. But within the arts, I'd be happy if we were one of the few bands who didn't tell people what to eat, think, or drive, or whatever,
I like that. Okay, so we're getting hopefully closer to a few more questions. Or to another beer.
Another beer.
Another beer. I've still a bit left. And slower.
I still have this one, so I can go with this.
Well, we can go with
A new one.
a new one, sure.
New is always good. New is better.
New is better. It's the same brand, but different label.
Okay.
So labeled is with the football club of Düsseldorf.
I see.
So actually, this one is the head trainer. So we drank Düsseldorf's trainer.
Is he any good?
I don't know. So they're playing in second league? Second league, as I think. Not too bad, at least.
Yeah, good. I'm sorry for my ignorance. Being Swedish, ice hockey is my forte.
We have a question.
Yeah.
Oh, I like this one.
Okay.
Because I attended a concert of you on 7th January 2017. It was the first concert of Tommy in Germany,
Aha, okay.
in Oberhausen. Maybe you remember
Oh
this
yeah,
one.
I remember that one. Yeah.
And during a Noch ein Bier challenge, you got a call from the audience. You challenged Tommy for a drink off. And you lost.
I lost.
How did that feel?
Fucking awful, if I'm honest. Sorry for the language, but I used to be the fastest beer drinker in Sabaton. But on half a liter, Tommy beats me by a second and a half.
Wow.
And that's a lot, because he's doing it in like 3 seconds. I've done 3.9, I think, so I've been under. But in general, he's way ahead of me, 1.5 seconds.
That's pretty fast. I guess we're getting closer to the end.
Yep, let's see. Noch ein Bier.
Noch ein Bier, okay. Oh, which didn't we have? Let's go to America.
To America?
Yeah.
Cheers, motherfuckers! They probably wouldn't use that language afterwards because they're pretty sensitive sometimes about words, depending on where you are.
Yeah, but only if they are on television or what else.
Exactly. Hey, guess what?
Okay.
Noch ein Bier.
We're getting out of them.
Yeah. Let's find one more.
Okay. You choose?
Oh, should I choose? Well, where do we go? Where do we go? Where do we go? There are so many to choose from.
2,000 years later.
Well, let's go to Finland.
Finland.
Kippis.
Kippis. I never heard that one.
Well, it's a pretty cool language and a country full of amazing people, if I might say so. Handwritten.
Handwritten. Okay, this is a new one. 7 Pillars of Wisdom goes to Arabia, and as far as I know, for the first time in Sabaton history.
Yeah, I mean, yes, I would say so, but let me think here. Reign of Terror is about the first Gulf War, and Panzer Battalion is about the second. However, is that on the Arabian Peninsula? I guess.
Yeah, close to.
You could count it in there, but it's just such a legendary story with T.E. Lawrence, or most people would know him as Lawrence of Arabia, actually. And even though I think it proves a point that a great story doesn't have to be very pivotal for the war. Because, you know, I love the story of it, but if we're really harsh, T.E. Lawrence being there or being not there wouldn't have played much of a difference on the war. But that doesn't mean that we're not going to tell the story, because, you know, I think a fascinating story is about people and what happened. It doesn't have to be important at all to be a good story. Which what I think is sometimes why history is boring in school, because we focus so much on what's important, you know.
I hated history in school.
Yeah, I liked it, but not really, because they would ask you, you know, which dates and stuff like that. Why is that important? Why is this person important? And, you know, what happened? That's the important question, you know, not the year.
That's what I think as well. It's all about the people.
So let's see. Ooh, handwritten.
Handwritten.
These are my
Should
favorites.
be the last one. You're starting every song on the Great War with intro about what's in that song. From my point, it's sometimes disturbing the full flow of the album.
Yes, it is. That's why we have different choices.
Okay.
This, what you heard, is the history edition. And I would say then that this is the way you want to discover this album for the first couple of times you listen through it, or at least the first, because that voice is going to give you an idea what is the next song about, where are we in the world, and everything. And if you don't want that, and I guess if you've already familiarized yourself with it, you don't want to hear, you know, between 5 and 20 seconds of talking, you know, between every song. So that's when we have the standard edition of the album,
right.
Then there is no talking at all. It's just straight on metal. However, some intros are different.
Okay,
And so it's
be
not
interesting to
it's
hear.
not the same. Yeah, exactly. You will hear a few new things if you listen to the standard edition, because obviously we went for the historical intro then on the history edition, while the standard edition has a musical intro instead, or no intro at all. Just go straight to the metal. History edition, what you heard, and then there is the soundtrack to the Great War, which is movie trailer music, I would say.
Definitely.
Here we go.
That's a longer one. The First World War took mainly place in Europe, Arabia, and East Asia. Your upcoming tour is mostly placed in America and Canada. when can we expect to see you where all this happened?
Pretty soon, I'd say. You know, it's fair to say, and I understand why, is that festival promoters don't want us to talk about upcoming touring plans we have before we play those festivals, which I can totally understand and respect. And I would not dare to say that we are the most intelligent people on this planet. We are not. At the same time, I wouldn't say we're really stupid. And it would be really stupid for us not to tour here for this album.
Enough said, and I will be happy to see you.
Hey, noch ein Bier. Let's do Norwegian. Skål.
Skål.
Save is Swedish.
Okay, last 5.
Last 5. Let's do this.
Would you be open for a cooperation or a duet with Helene Fischer?
I'm open for anything. She's not really doing metal stuff, though, is she?
Well, she did an Evanescence cover.
Yeah, true.
Which is sometimes metal.
Depending on how you see it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, they are metal. I'm not trying to be rude here. Actually, if that person made it out of love, and I felt a genuine feeling, I have no problem at all with crossover between music genres. Obviously, there's gonna be a lesser chance of me doing a crossover with something from the hip-hop community because I haven't heard very much that I enjoy. Not that it's being said that I hate everything, but it's all about the person and the vibe. Does this person want to do something out of because they love this or want to do this themselves, or are they doing it as a promotional trick? If it's a promotional trick, well, sorry, fuck off. If people do it, we have had some stuff actually approached by very unexpected sources over the years, and there might be a few things coming of unexpected collaborations. But we have taken our time and done our research because we want it to be, that person might not be the expected metalhead that most people would think belongs in this community, but hell, if that person really loves metal, I'm totally fine with it anyway.
So we can be excited on what comes up.
Yes.
Okay.
For fuck's sake.
It was exactly the same number.
Noch ein Bier.
Okay, it should be also my last sip.
Which language are we doing now?
Let's just do Prost again.
Prost,
Germany.
back to Germany. I'm still so pissed about the Italian and the Japanese one, man. That's still bugging me.
You can make it up.
No, I couldn't. Trust me. Internet is very unforgiving. Have you noticed?
Yes. Yes. This is a personal one.
Okay.
So you're wearing the same hairstyle as Ivan Moody from Five Finger Death Punch.
Ah.
Who wore it first?
I got it 2005-06 sometime, so I don't know when he started.
So we have to do our research and put it down in the video. We'll put it down in the video somewhere.
I can honestly say though, I'm pretty sure that back in those days, he hadn't heard of us and we hadn't heard of him, so. I'm not thinking there's a lot of copying between those bands.
Okay, I need to cheat now, because I think I can see what it's in. And we want to end it with a blast, because this is second last question.
Okay.
In your music video for Bismarck, you're playing your song on a small fisher boat. Wasn't there budget for any bigger?
Trust me, looking at that video, do you think we lacked budget?
This is exactly what I have in mind.
I mean, we've never even gotten even close to that. Obviously, the whole thing about Bismarck, it was a project out of love. We wanted to say thank you for our fans for 20 years of service. So we chose the most requested topic, the Bismarck. Yeah. We thought, let's make a great song and a fantastic video. Throughout the cooperation we had with Wargaming, they were kind enough to help us out there. And let's just say there are many Hollywood movies who have, you know, cheaper CGI effects than that. So trust me, budget was not a problem in this case. So thank you, Wargaming. Love you guys. And it's though the thing was, the idea of the movie or the video was we would go on the search for the Bismarck and play the song where they sank, you know. So we would rent a small boat and play a small tribute, and the point of the video wasn't really us. I mean, we, of course, with that thing we could have been on the Bismarck playing, but we want to pay tribute to history as well. So we are playing the B-side role, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
this song is as the same thing as it's a tribute to our fans and thank you for 20 years of service. We are also pretty respectful about the history. Let's not fuck up by having us, you know, on the Bismarck in this case. It's a fine line to walk. Sometimes we cross it, sometimes we don't. But in this case, we wanted to, you know, just hats off for the guys who fought in the Battle of Atlantic as well.
Perfect. So we got the last one to choose to you.
What might this be, you think? Noch ein Bier!
So, as we are at the end of the interview now,
yeah,
let's finish this one. Okay, it's a bit of unfair game.
Yeah, I'm here, for fuck's sake! And I still have got stuff to do. Okay, I won't finish this, but I will finish with, friends, thank you for all the good times. Let's keep doing Noch ein Bier, but let's keep it to the first part of the show and the ending of the show, okay? We love you guys, but we can't drink beer and play good metal. We want to do that too.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you.
What the hell did you guys do?
We had an interview with half of the questions were written with questions, the other half with Noch ein Bier.
Okay.
So, yeah. Okay. It'll make for an interesting meeting now.